podcast is part of the Sports Social Podcast Network.
Yo, 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 and welcome back to the Banter Boys podcast. My name is Sanjay, with me is Robbie. How you doing, boy?
Welcome. Did I commit enough there?
Yeah. You did a better job than most people do, because they don't really say it, so...
That's true, yeah. I've noticed, like, Ryan does, like, do, like, a sort of a little try of it now, doesn't he? It's like
Yeah.
So he's getting there.
Yeah. Sticking to the tradition as we should, you know.
Yeah,
we're
sure.
actually supposed to... Fuck, I completely forgot. Now we're mentioning the whole welcome. Ross was supposed to do a new social bit or bite or soundbite or whatever, and I completely forgot to follow up with him on it.
Right.
So
For the bit you like slip in for the socials.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
I mean, I could do it myself. I'm just lazy. So
Yeah, it's nice to sort of introduce someone else doing it. I guess it's not all you.
Is this the first time you've been back on the pod since Inside Tracks?
Yeah, it is. I think. Yeah.
Holy shit!
Very well. Yeah, it's been a while.
A lot has changed for you. You're looking very fresh. Is this how you look for the future generation of England?
No, I just got a haircut recently, and then we had like Hayley had what was it? Her cousin's 40th party, and it was like a fancy dress thing. So I actually had to shave for once to do this sort of like, did this like what did we do? We did a Mary Poppins, and I was like Dick Van Dyke, the sort of chimney sweep guy character, but the scene where he's the animated scene where he's wearing like the white like suit and stuff with the red hat and stuff like that. So yeah. Anyway, a bit more clean shaven than I'd normally be. Let's put it that way.
And you didn't post a picture in the Discord, for shame.
I did not. No, I didn't. I think
you've become a whole sticker now as well.
Yeah,
like.
mate. Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, just joining you in sticker fandom, isn't it? Yeah. But
yeah, it's all part of banter folklore.
Yeah, Tash absolutely loves that. I like. Obviously, we're co-managing the team in Super, and he. I think we were talking about what was it? Yeah, about beating Pie that week, and we're like, yeah, I think. The whole Kevin Keegan, I would love it sort of thing.
Honestly, it's such a clean image as well. Like, it genuinely looks so good, like so real.
Yeah, I don't know. My mate did that ages ago, and I've just screenshot it and kept it. It's like, it's come in handy.
I must say, if we ever or when we do merch, that there's a chance that makes it onto a t-shirt. Just saying.
Yeah, definitely your sticker to go with it though.
100%. Yeah, it's good to have you back, bro. Unfortunately, Ryan is missing this week because he's traveling for work. He says work. I know he's just vacationing somewhere in the Caribbean while clicking buttons on a laptop. We see right through you, Ryan.
It's all right for summer.
Yeah. Anyways, let's get this show on the road, man. Listeners, welcome back to the Banter Boys podcast. We are a default fan tracks pod. You've caught us on our regular free episode. The reason I say free is because we've got extra content on our Patreon, where you can access it for the low price of $1.99 per month, where you get a couple of articles every now and then, mainly waiver pods by me. Sometimes we do some Inside Tracks pods. We try to do what was it, Newcastle Sunderland pod this week, but things didn't work out. But watch this space. There's definitely gonna be a few more things coming out your way. But yeah, in terms of tonight's pod, typical format is we've got two halves. In the first half, we do a data dump, and then we do a match by match recap, just discussing fan tracks relevant events. Then we take our halftime pint, and then after the break, we jump back in to do league updates and answer questions that we get from our lovely Discord community. If you want to join the Discord community, it's free. All you need to do is DM me for a link, and yeah, there you go. You get access. It's honestly a great place to be. You get to chat with fellow TDS folk like Robbie, Draftlad, with Inside Tracks reps, with fellow fans and listeners as well. And it's not just football. We talk about the most random shit ever. alcohol, food, vacation pictures, pets, like you name it. It's a proper brotherhood in there, man. So definitely get involved if you're not already there. But I think before we jump into the meat of the pod, Ross, can you please do your social plug right here?
Yeah, for sure. So you can message us on Twitter and Instagram. Our handles at BantaB. On Discord in the Draft PL channel, Banta Boys #6585. On Reddit, /Banta_boys. You can listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, SoundCloud, and YouTube, all under the name of Banta Boys.
Okay, so hopefully you've listened to Ross. If you're listening to us on Spotify, if you've not already rated the pod, please do so. 5 stars only, obviously. And hit that notification bell button to know anytime a pod is released. And same thing for YouTube. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, please do so. Same thing with the notification bell button. And also, if you're listening to this on video on YouTube, please give us a thumbs up. We truly, truly appreciate it. Also, feel free to leave a comment. We read it all. We share it with our community. I share it with my mods team. Honestly, it's really, really lovely thing to see. But I think I've, kind of rambled on long enough. So let's just jump straight into it with the data dump.
Ay, 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 ay. Fantasy with the Banta Boys.
All right, so we're looking back at game week 15. The highest number of key passes was 6 by Ryan Cherky, then 5 key passes by Doku and Bruno Fernandes, and then 4 key passes by Pedro Neto, Saka, Diallo and Dallo, both United players, Soboslai and Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Thoughts, Robbie?
Man, Cherky's on fire, eh?
Yeah, man.
You saw that? What do they call that? Rabona. What do you call it? Cross for Foden's goal.
Trivello or something.
Trivello. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah. Fuck me. That was that was cheeky, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's weird with Pep, isn't it? Because like Cherky seems like the guy who's sort of like coming in then coming out a bit, but it's coming in that more and more. So yeah, that's nice to see if you do have him and have held him, but, or like me and Tash and Super pick him up for 1 fab. So, and that's out of 1,000 as well. So.
Yeah. It's interesting, man, because he's had such a slow start to the season. I'm sure managers were very frustrated owning him, because not only was he not starting regularly, there were a couple of injuries here and there. But now, like, obviously, he's not getting continuous starts. I think he's still acclimatizing to the pace of the Premier League with any new addition to the league. But, man, when he plays, he's scoring shit ton of points. And, I mean, right now, City in general are just purring.
Yeah, no, for sure. And I think, and you obviously see Doku on that list as well. It's like they are, getting to the point where they're getting a more consistent 11. So, like, especially up top with... around Haaland, you've got Foden playing every game now. Doku's like actually doing things, like productive things, not just dribbling and like running into a wall basically, or turning back into a wall sometimes. So yeah, that obviously bodes well for them, but we'll see if it bodes well for Arsenal or not.
Yeah. I mean, it's not surprising to see this many United players here. I mean, Wolves are basically the team to target.
Yeah, exactly. They are just... I mean, they got 2 points so far? This is like in the league. Yeah, so I mean... This is like getting to derby levels, isn't it? So, they're just literally the team to target. Like so...
Yeah, I think you can literally stream any asset against them and find some sort of joy. And the thing is like with Wolves, I can't see their fortune changing. Like, I can't see them winning. I can't see them drawing. Like, obviously, it was fucking hilarious to see them score against United, and that's just Man United.
Yeah, this is it. Like, one of the my neighbours in like our FPL group chat that we've got for our mini league was basically like his brother had done an accumulator. Yeah, I think it was like 10 different scores, and it was due. Literally, the last game was the United Wolves game, and if they won, it would like be due like 45 grand off a fiver. Like if it was me, as soon as United scored, I'd have cashed out. But like, apparently,
45 grand.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever known anyone win one of these accumulators. It was nuts. So yeah, we're like, you're living sort of precariously through that, aren't you? And it's just like, God, Wolves equalise, and you're like, fuck. I'm not sure how much I would have helped my nerve, but yeah. Anyway, apparently he did. So yeah, lucky guy.
Fucking hell.
God, yeah. No, I was just we were literally just talking about how like target Wolves, right? So I just thought, I'll double check on the fixture difficulty tracker, and they are like so far ahead for like every position. Yeah, like even maybe not goalkeepers. Even goalkeepers, yeah.
That is insane.
Even goalkeepers. So goalkeepers is like 10, yeah. Defenders are like 13.1.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Yeah, so just, play anyone and everyone against them. And they're playing Arsenal, right? So, streaming Cappies and all that sort of stuff.
Well, I mean, I'd be surprised if you can get any Arsenal assets at the moment, to be honest. Yeah, man, now, like, even when I write my sleepers articles, I usually, like, mention, this has the best rated fixture difficulty. And now I have to literally go for the second best, because you just automatically assume it's going to be any asset versus Wolves. Like, it takes the fun out of everything. But last thing before we move on from this datism, before we move on from the key pass category, is Bruno Fernandes, man. Yeah. What a fucking legend. We're going to touch on him in the league updates, but fuck me, like, he just keeps getting better season after season, man.
Yeah, no, I think, and there was a lot of, like, talk about, if he's going to be in that more reserved, like, role within the midfield and what that will do for him, sort of thing. So, yeah, he's the second highest point scorer, isn't he, behind Haaland? So he's still just shitting out points, like you say. He's still going to get those key passes even if he's playing deeper. So
yeah, exactly. All right. Nothing else. I mean, we will touch on Aaron Wan-Bissaka a bit later, so I'll save that for then. Next category is shots and how many on target. So highest number of shots attempted was 8 by Matheus Cunha, who had 2 on target. Then 6 attempted by Jorginho Rutter, who had 2 on target, and then 5 shots attempted by Phil Foden with 1 on target. Semenyo had 3 of his 5 on target. Bruno Guimaraes had 3 of his 5 on target. Bruno Fernandes had 2 of his 5 on target. Ekitike had 3 of his 5 on target, and our boy Jared Bowen had 2 of his 5 on target. Thoughts, Robbie?
Oh yeah, he's finally doing something, isn't he?
I know.
I mean, I don't think I've got him anywhere actually this year. Like I think we got him in Super, but like he quickly got stolen off us. So is what it is. But being a bit disappointing with that transition to Nuno, isn't he? But he's still going to have his these sort of days, and hopefully for people who roster him, they come more often. But I think the one that's interesting to me from that is Bruno G. Like he is actually, I don't know, he just keeps ticking over, doesn't he? When you're not really expecting him to be. And I haven't looked in detail enough about like that role that he's got in the team, because we know obviously when there's injuries, sometimes he plays that more advanced role. I don't know if you've seen him do much more in terms of that in terms of the eye test.
I mean, the thing is though, like Bruno G in home fixtures is different to Bruno G in away fixtures as well. Yeah. Like sometimes I'm nervous to start him when he's playing away, man. Yeah. But the thing is, like, he always does this every season though. Like by the end of the season, he is up there as like one of the top point scorers or something like that, right? Not like top, but like let's say like proper mid 2 sort of levels, or like maybe high end mid 3. And the thing is like as much as the start of the season he was slow, he was frustrating. In my head, it's just like eventually this is going to balance out. Like he's going to kind of revert to the norm, or at least he'll score enough that the points will kind of look normal in a sense. So that's why I'm like, it won't surprise me if, let's say 10 game weeks down the road, Bruno G is back to shit.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. He seems to have these like spells, doesn't he? Which then it's like catching it at the right time and buying him on some low. But it's just really hard to predict. But I mean, he's in a good little spell at the moment. If he doesn't do well in a game, it's 5, and if he does well, it's 15 plus. So yeah, bit of an interesting one, and I guess one to sort of keep an eye on anyway. But yeah, and I think the other one was obviously Jorginho Ruta there.
Weird.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he got dropped in one of my leagues, like
Same.
a few game weeks ago, and I picked him up for like a few fab, and yeah, I just like, I don't know, I was just sort of like, well, I had no strikers, so I was just like, oh, okay, I'll just wait on something to happen maybe with him. Yeah, and I did play him last week, so yeah, 21 points was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll deal with that. Hopefully he does something, keeps doing something, but never know.
I mean, I want to say his goal probably shouldn't have stood. That weird handball moment or whatever.
Yeah.
But I mean, as far as I'm aware, I'm pretty sure the refs just spin a fucking wheel, and wherever it lands, they either give goal or no goal. So yeah.
Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say even from the Champions League last night, with like Liverpool Inter, like it's just like,
I mean, speaking of Liverpool, Ekatika's
Okay.
on here.
yeah.
And we'll probably touch on Liverpool a fair bit during this pod, but now Gakpo's out injured. Salah's basically axed from the squad. What is going on, man? Like, to like as a Liverpool fan, like, what would you say or what would you consider now is the best possible 11? Because managers are probably wondering, okay, do I need to trade in, trade out? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, I mean, obviously everything that's happening with Salah, I don't know if anything will get resolved before he goes to AFCON, but he will be going to AFCON anyway, right? So
Yeah.
you're looking at a minimum of 3 up to possibly 6 games that he's not going to be around for anyway. Liverpool have to find a way to, to play without him. And it seems like Slot is wanting to do that anyway, right? Before. So, yeah, I think what you saw against Inter could be one blueprint. I don't think it's going to be, like necessarily the one that he keeps going back to, sort of thing. It's obviously quite a narrow formation in terms of how you have Jones and Szoboszlai there as the as your in like wingers in inverted commas, if you will. But obviously quite versatile players, really, but they are, not natural wingers, and then playing both Ekatike and Isak. So I think we will see that a bit more, but I think he's probably going to play around with things. And I think a lot of us thought, maybe Chiesa gets the chance. Obviously, if Frimpong gets back fit, then, he could play in that right wing role as well. So there's quite a few options. But I think, the biggest winners in a lot of ways are just like, you keep getting your Szoboszlais and actually Ekatike might get more minutes than we were, expecting if we're having those two there.
Yeah. Fair enough.
So definitely will go up in my ranks a bit. So.
Yeah, it's going to be very exciting to see how Liverpool kind of evolve this season. I want to say now is probably the best opportunity for them to really build the team around Wirtz.
Yeah, you saw it when he came on last night. It just completely changed the game there.
Yeah, I mean, regardless of Mukiele getting credited with that own goal or whatever, I thought like just the way he kind of dribbled through that defense to even get the shot off, I was like, okay, this player is special, right? We don't need to tell managers or football fans. Like we saw it in the Euros, and I mean, if you watch Bundesliga as well for Bayer Leverkusen, you guys have a proper talent on your hands, man. Anyways, let's move on. Next category: accurate crosses, not corners. Highest number was 3 by 3 players: Cherki, Pedro Neto, and Maxim de Kuiper. Thoughts, Robbie?
Yeah, obviously De Kuiper stands out there. I don't know how long he'll keep that role. With potentially with Matoma coming back in, but yeah, for now it's like very attacking, and your OOP, right?
Yeah.
So sorry guys.
Yeah, I wrote about him again in Sleepers. I mean, you look at like if you want to look at the positional change with respect to like the ghost points. It's just a massive spike. Don't ask me for like the percentage increase, but it's fucking significant. And he's definitely like pretty much like an insta start. I want to say almost any opposition.
No, I completely agree. Like, just like there's the upside there, and you have to sort of just try and go for it.
Yeah, exactly. All right, the outliers for the other categories. So tackles won, highest number was 5 by Elliot Anderson, Mateus Fernandez, and Coyote. Dispossessions, a high of 5 by Grealish, Rutter, Cunha, and Calvert-Lewin. Interceptions, a high of 5 by Krejci. Clearances, a high of 15 by Virgil van Dijk. Successful dribbles, a high of 5 by Cherki and Kudus. Aerials won, a high of 12 by Virgil van Dijk. And block shots, a high of 4 by Totti. Thoughts, Robbie?
Well, I think the one that stands out there is the well, obviously Verge, but he can have those sort of days, right? But yeah, the one that stands out really, we were talking about him before, was Mateus Fernandez, and actually, I thought a few game weeks ago, I thought, he's not going to keep any of this up. Like, he's definitely a sell high, but he seems to like be getting ghosting now. I mean, that was all Ghosty did, right? The
17.25 points.
Yeah. So that's definitely one to keep an eye on. But I mean, I imagine he's definitely rostered everywhere. But yeah, if he isn't, then yeah, I mean, like maybe whatever's going on with Nuno Ball is definitely benefiting him in that sense.
Yeah.
Coca-Cola. For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists. For long-distance love. For introverts and extroverts. The thinkers and the doers. For old friends and new. Coca-Cola. For everyone. Pick up some Coca-Cola at a store near you.
There's a reason Chevy trucks are known for their dependability, because they show up no matter the weather, push forward no matter the terrain, and deliver. That's why Chevrolet has earned more dependability awards for trucks than any other brand in 2025, according to J.D. Power. Because in every Chevy truck, like every Chevy driver, dependability comes standard. Visit Chevy.com to learn more. Chevrolet received the highest total number of awards among all the trucks in the J.D. Power 2025 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Study. Awards based on 2022 models. Newer models may be shown. Visit JDPower.com/awards for more details. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Other than that, I mean, nothing too surprising, I want to say. Maybe the Cherki, I never took him for a dribbler, per se.
No, I think, definitely is a dribbler, but he's like, he's not going to be your like super quick Doku sort of guy. He's like
right.
The little playmaker, right? He's the one who's going to be darting in and out. So I'm not surprised by that, but that is like impressive to have got, 5 dribbles from that.
Yeah.
But I mean, Sunderland were down to 10 men, right? And things like that. So they're probably a bit more licensed to go for it.
Very true. Okay, cool. All right, so now let's move on to our next segment, which is the match recap. All right, so we're going to start with the first game, Aston Villa versus Arsenal. Thank God for Unai Emery, because I really wanted Arsenal to drop some points, man. But again, we're just going to focus on some of the Fantrax talking points. And I guess from an Arsenal perspective, I'm going to ask you, who would you rather, Odegaard or Eze, rest of the season?
I think... that's a poser, isn't it? Right. Fuck me.
Hey, there's no easy questions on this one, bro.
No. I mean, I think I've... okay, tell you what. Okay. My previous set of ranks, they're literally next to each other. Okay. That's hedging, isn't it? Oh, fuck me. What have I... Yeah, it really is. Okay, so... I mean, maybe Eze, just because Odegaard's got more chance of getting injured again, because he seems to get injured all the time at the moment. But I mean, that's just I don't know. You got to find a reason somewhere, haven't you? I mean, Odegaard. I think hopefully you hope once he's back, he's actually doing stuff. But I mean, Eze's points are massively propped up by that huge 40 whatever point it was he got. So without that, his points look very dicey. So
very, yeah. I mean, this game week as well, a classic example, right? Odegaard gets 14 goals, Eze the 1, and Eze getting subbed at halftime as well. Absolutely brutal for managers, man.
Yeah. So I think sort of the rational person in you is probably going, okay, maybe Odegaard, but there's the injury risk, and then Eze, sort of he's maybe not going to start as many games once they're both fit, but. Yeah, he has more sort of competition in terms of that left wing, and Yeah, I don't know. That's a really like there's swings and roundabouts that sort of keep them pretty even, I think.
Yeah, because I mean, they're getting players back fit again. Like Noni Madueke is back, Gyökeres is back, Martinelli's back, Kai is around the corner. So I feel like it's almost personal preference, flip a coin, because you could get burnt either way.
Yeah, exactly. And I think Madueke scored a couple tonight, isn't he?
Yeah.
So,
the second one, like one of the easiest chances you'll ever see in your life. My nan could have tapped that in.
There you go.
In terms of Aston Villa, it's good to see Ollie Watkins was back on the score sheet a game week ago. I mean, he was a bit unlucky maybe to not score against Arsenal, which a team that he loves scoring against. But really, the asset I want to quickly touch on is Matty Cashman. Is he been absolutely underrated this season?
I think he has. Well, I don't know. I think most people will have how'd you say, he will be rostered, right? But he's sort of one of those ones where it feels like he's outperforming in terms of his expected points. I'm not sure how many goals or assists he's on, but before last game week, his expected points per night, he's only 8.2. So you're sort of in this the situation is do I trust these numbers? And I think that's generally the case for Villa. You've seen lots of goals going from outside the box and things like that. So this run, although they are looking much better, especially defensively, and then the goals have just kept coming. So it's this big double whammy of them going from losing 4 on the trot or whatever it was at the start of the season, and then suddenly they're I don't know, where are they, top 4 or something at the moment? So yeah. I mean, you make a league table of the last 12 games, Villa are top. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Yeah,
absolutely mental, man.
Yeah.
Would you consider them title challengers at this point?
I don't think so, just purely because of the firepower that Arsenal, City, and the consistency of the run they put together. Like I said, I don't, based on an expected points table, if you will. They should be nowhere near where they are, and actually their expected goals conceded is still really, really bad. But whether that's just the case that they're sort of slowly improving, and but yeah, we'll see. But yeah, I mean, certainly Emery's he's got it back together, isn't he? So yeah, we'll see. And I think what was good for this game anyway is in terms of they actually outperformed Arsenal for XG in this. It was I think 2.2 to 1.9 or something. So they had the chances there. That it wasn't a fluke that they won this one. Yeah. Even if it was a last minute winner.
Yeah. Next game, Bournemouth versus Chelsea. I don't really want to talk about Chelsea too much, but I'm gonna have to. We're winless in the last 4 across all competitions. I mean, positive is we took a point off Arsenal, I guess, but Cole Palmer is back on the menu. Had a short little cameo, got just under 10 goals. Not surprised to see that. More importantly as well, Liam Delap picking up that shoulder injury. I mean, it's probably a blessing in disguise because he's doing fuck all Fantrax-wise. But now, Mark Guiu is possibly a Fantrax option now. But yeah, how are we feeling about Palmer rest of the season?
Yeah, I mean, would you be rushing to bring him in? I don't know. I think you've got to pay too much for that risk, and I think most people will just see out whatever happens with him. There's a difficult. I guess with the lap out, as you say, you think it's going to be more likely that Pedro's up top, right, and then Palmer slots into the 10. Because I think, I mean, you've got Neto and Esteval and even Garnacho actually doing jobs on the wing now. So I think that's probably more likely. But I think that possibly has more of a knock-on effect if that is the case for Enzo Fernandez as well. Will he not play a more advanced role and things like that? So I'm not entirely sure what's going to happen on that front. But I think on the I mean, it was just a dreary game, wasn't it? I think it was I mean, you guys didn't get over It was like 0.9 XG. I'm just looking at. So, yeah. I mean, obviously, I did not watch this game. I've only watched the highlights. So, I'll defer to you on how.
I didn't watch the game either. Thank God. No. What did I end up doing? I'm trying to remember, but I think I was busy with like running some errands or something like that. I mean, I was also ill, but yeah, I didn't really pay attention to the game that much. But yeah, we're not doing very well at the moment per se. So the thing is, listen, I still think Cole Palmer can come good, but it's like you mentioned, the price that you're willing to pay for that sort of thing. I feel like maybe had you traded out Eze on a high after his hat trick, that probably would have been a good opportunity, like 1-for-1 Eze Palmer. I think I would have taken that if it was thrown to me, sort of thing. But yeah, I mean, we'll see as things evolve. But I feel like the longer you wait, the harder it's going to be to get Palmer into your team. Quickly on Bournemouth, Evan Nilsson. We've heard a lot of managers complaining about him. Is he now basically a streamer?
Yeah, I mean, I think if you drafted it and kept him this whole time, you might have a bit of that sunk cost. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be rushing to pick him up. Let's put it that way. Yeah, again, I think it's probably one where you could maybe just stash on your bench if you have the space, and especially if you don't have any players going to AFCON. Just to sort of see. But I imagine he's probably rostered everywhere. I haven't actually looked at the figures there. 91% apparently. Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
that's so high.
That's in all Fantrax leagues, but yeah, I think for me the interesting thing from that game week anyway was just, okay, you got Clive back in the middle, Tav on the wing, and lo and behold, Tav gets 10 ghost points. So yeah, he becomes much more of a thing, doesn't he, when he's playing on the wing? So yeah. That's my only real takeaway. But yeah, 1 point for Evan Nilsson off 86 minutes. That is, sad times at times.
Yeah, I mean, listen, as a Watkins owner, I kind of understand that life, and I feel like it's eventually going to get to a point where he's going to get that goal or a couple of goals, the confidence is going to come back. Like, at the end of the day, I mean, I still think Evan Nilsson is a top asset, let me say top footballer. Let me not say top asset, because people are going to listen to this and be like, oh, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? Because, like, eventually it's going to come good. And the problem is we're part of a community and an ecosystem where everyone is so fucking overreactionary. Like,
it's rife with it, mate.
Yeah,
but, I mean,
exactly.
Hot takes are us, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. All right, next game, Everton, Nottingham Forest. Everton winning this game 3-0. Really didn't expect this scoreline. And the other thing I really didn't expect was KDH, the bounce back. Like, again, another player that came under so much criticism after he had that first good game, then went on a run of like a bunch of low single-digit scores, and now he's like the must-own midfielder at the moment.
Yeah, and I mean, I think a bit of that is like, jammy overperformance in a short period sort of thing. But I think the goal he scored was like, I mean, I went through so many bodies, didn't it? Like sort of towards the end of the game. But so like, and what was interesting as well, like obviously Alcaraz is coming in with the injury, so and will likely play a lot more during Njai's absence at AFCON. So KDH playing a bit deeper, and you're like, okay, but he's actually still scoring points. So I guess there's set pieces with that as well. But I mean, it's sort of I'll admit I've had him in a league since draft day, and like I was playing him a lot at the start, and then I've just sort of like basically just benched him for ages until he started performing again, and missed a few points unfortunately, but I did play him last game week, so that was nice. Yeah, so
very nice.
Yeah, I think it's just like, again, just one of those games where there wasn't really like a lot in it in terms of like the chances, all low quality chances. Like, I mean, one of their goals is a Milenkovic own goal, which really fucked me off as well, but because I have him in a few leagues, but so yeah, that scoreline I think flattered Everton anyway. I wouldn't read too much into it and go too crazy over the outcome, if you will.
Yeah. One player I'm going crazy over, though, Elliot Anderson, man. After his goose egg last game week, he kind of resumed his regular schedule program of just getting double-digit ghosts with ease. What do you think managers can offer to trade in a target like Elliot Anderson?
Might be difficult at the moment, just for that recent form. So you think he'd be sort of a bit more on a high, wouldn't you? Yeah, I don't know. These sort of guys are like really valuable though, just to have like these steady Eddie set and forgets, because you know that like throughout the season you're just gonna rock him out every game because it doesn't really matter at all. You're just gonna keep putting him out. So yeah, and because they're all ghosts, he's good for those points, isn't he? Like in that sense. Yeah. So I don't know. Would you have him over Tav?
Yeah, I think I'd take Elliot over Tav.
Yeah, I think
it's just because of that positional change that we talk about Tav all season, right?
It's about that. You're starting to get into that line, aren't you? And then you're probably and you're like, I don't know. Yeah, would you have him over Xhaka? Probably.
Yeah.
And then, Dango's. Yeah, I mean, more upside, but yeah, you're starting to get into that. Okay, well, I'm at like Dango's, Damsgaard's, Morgan Gibbs White's, those sort of levels, aren't you?
Yeah.
Which is like around about a 40th rank. So yeah, I think that's where you're getting towards your line, maybe.
Okay.
Certainly, like, you know, guys that go into AFCON like a Wobie and things like that, he's going to be streaks ahead. So yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. City versus Sunderland was the next game. City winning again 3-0, same scoreline as the Everton one. I mean, we talked about Cherki, the fact that he cooked. Haaland was a bit quiet. I mean, other than that, like, Sunderland assets didn't really have a good day either. I'm not sure if there's anything that is really like a standout trend or statistic that I noticed from this, unless you want to pick out anything from this game.
No, just realised the red card came late. I forgot about that. So
the Luko 9 one.
Ignore what I said earlier. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think so. I think a lot of what we're seeing now is like that link up, especially like between Foden and Cherki, is like looking really good, isn't it? But and the last few weeks really have been dominated by the return of Foden. Like, it's been quiet. I'm really pissed off I didn't bring him in FPL. So, it's like one of those.
Things, but, I brought him in for the Leeds fixture, and I've just been sitting and watching the points come in, bro.
Yeah, I've been contrary and not done it. But anyway, I just keep like, oh no, I can wait a week. Nah. Okay. Dropping. But anyway.
All right. I guess let's move on to the next game then. Newcastle versus Burnley. Can we really trust Newcastle for clean sheets if Ramsdale is in it?
Probably less so, yeah. I mean, obviously, like, it was a pen, right? So what are you gonna do? But I know what you mean. I'm less enthused, if you will. But I mean, a lot of their defenders do ghost reasonably well, like your Burns and all that. And, so does it affect you too much? I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, I made the swap in both com leagues. Sanchez to Ramsdale. I did not enjoy that.
Oh yeah, Sanchez is like all or nothing, though, isn't it?
It really is. Yeah. I mean, it was so annoying, man.
Yeah. Oh
well. C'est la vie.
But yeah, Gordon on pens. So
that's
an interesting one. I think Voltemade was on the pitch, wasn't he? So I was expecting him to take it, really. But although actually, maybe did Gordon take one in the previous game? I think maybe
he took in Champions League. I think a couple.
That was
something
it.
Like that.
Yeah. So there you go.
And it was. I mean, Gordon's highest score of the season so far.
I mean, that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, he's been another very underwhelming asset,
considering he had a goal.
Yeah. Exactly. All right. Next game: Spurs versus Brentford. Has Xavi season finally arrived?
Oof, you never know. I mean, you got one in the Champions League as well, right? But that was a pen, though, wasn't it? I think.
Oh, was it? Okay.
I
right.
So, yeah. Because didn't he took one, and then what's his face? Kudus took one as well.
Okay.
Sharing the love around for those that
Yeah.
need to, give their confidence a little boost. So
That's now 3 attacking returns in 2 games for Xavi.
Yeah. I mean, maybe he's adjusting. But I mean, his actual goal in that game was like, I mean, it's from the halfway line. He sort of took it, wasn't it? I think from what I remember. Bursting through and So maybe he's come good, and that window of buying low is definitely gone.
yeah. I mean, unless he's free in a league, because it wouldn't surprise me if managers actually dropped him as well.
Yeah. But I mean, God, there's. I mean, I like dread to think of the amount of fab that's been spent on him, but
yeah.
But it might be all worth it in a few game weeks.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Final game on the Saturday. Leeds versus Liverpool.
Oh, fucking hell.
Listen, at least your boys got a point there, right? We just got fucked when we went there.
That's true. Oh man, I think it's one of those games where if Konate hadn't have conceded that penalty, then it would have been a different game, because you're 2-0 up. And obviously that one goal coming back, like Ellen Road, that like the fans there, the way they just like build it up, and we just like collapse like idiots. Like, I don't know. Yeah, it's like how they used to call Klopp used to say the mentality monsters. It's just like the opposite of that now, aren't we? So even without sort of having Salah in there as the guy who doesn't do the sort of tracking back and things, and it's just like how are we doing this? But anyway, hopefully last night against Inter was like a step in the right direction for that. We'll see. I just think Champions League games are just easier for us at the moment. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of Champions League, Slot was praising Konate for the performance against Inter Milan.
Yeah, I mean, no one did anything too wrong in that game, particularly. But I mean, he should have had a goal as well, shouldn't he? But I mean, but I don't know. He needs something to like spark him into like not making mistakes, because it's cost us a lot this season already. So but
definitely.
we don't have any other choice unless we sign someone in January. So
Yep, true. Who would you say is the best Liverpool asset to own right now?
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at the notes and I don't disagree. Szoboszlai has just been like in real life and in fantasy, it's sort of like you feel like actually almost could have been better, if you will, a bit, in terms of the outcome, because I think he's only on like 10, just over 10 points per start. So I feel like he's only getting better, and actually like he's not being played at right back anymore, thank God. And because he's the only one left out of the sort of contingent that were there last season in that sort of front four type of positions that actually leads the press and goes for it. We've lost Diaz. He doesn't do, Gakpo doesn't really do that the same way, and and obviously I don't know. He's the one when he's in that position. He really just, I don't know. He just brings everyone else with him, if you will, and it's like it has a galvanizing effect.
Yeah.
Whereas
it's what he does for Hungary, right? Sort of thing.
Yeah. And when it was like the start of the season when Wirtz was playing in there and he was playing around, there just wasn't that same that same pressing, that same energy, that same cohesion of that pressing unit at the front, and it just like teams are just passing through us. It's just see ya. It reminded me a little bit of the last season under Klopp. We were just we still had the pressing, but if they got through that, we were so open. And now it feels like we're easy to pass through, and then we're not pressing, and then they're still countering us, and it's like, oh my God, this is horrendous. So there's none of the positives of that, of okay, we're still scoring goals because we're still winning the ball high up the pitch and all this, but we're getting all the negatives, and Slot just keeps trying different things and none of it's working. He's not sticking to try, hopefully he's got some level of how do you say, some blueprint now, which is okay, we're going to keep things a bit tighter and we're going to work harder, and yeah, and then try and just sort of slowly build on that so that we're not being, taken advantage of. But I've no, like, obviously this game doesn't really have that, but I'm more talking about the intergame. But you know what I mean? It's a difficult one. Like, but I mean, I'll be honest, we've had 10 years of like just absolutely like amazing football, and I've got to put everything into perspective in terms of like what it was like watching Liverpool growing up. compared to even now, sort of thing, and like the potential of and quality of the players that we have, and what you could actually like achieve with those once you. I think there's like still a couple of like positions where we're weak, and and like I say, losing Luis Diaz was. I don't think Slot would have wanted that. Like. Like it made sense in like the amount of money we got for him for his age, and he would have had to have signed some huge contract, and he wasn't on as much as the others. But it's just a shame. I don't think he would have wanted to have lost him if he didn't have to, sort of thing. So I think he's been put in a quite a hard position just in terms of changing half the team and like expecting it to all fit together. And so I always say it to everyone, like, if you did that on Football Manager, those players will play like awfully for you for like 6 months at least. Like, and lo and behold, you do it in real life, and this happens. So anyway,
Hey, Ryan Reynolds here for Mint Mobile. One of the perks about having 4 kids that you know about is actually getting a direct line to the big man up north. And this year, he wants you to know the best gift that you can give someone is the gift of Mint Mobile's unlimited wireless for $15 a month. Now, you don't even need to wrap it. Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan equivalent to $15 per month required. New customer offer for first 3 months only. Speed slow after 35 gigabytes if network's busy. Taxes and fees extra. See mintmobile.com.
I mean, quickly to just touch on Leeds, Daniel Farke has actually changed his tactics or system a little bit. I think he's pretty much gone to like a back 5, just basically wing backs, push 2 strikers up front. DCL could possibly be an option now going into the festive period. I mean, proceed with caution though, because we know how injury prone he is as well. But Anton Stack, I've got to give him a quick little shout out. Listen, if you were an early adopter at the start of the season, you know what you're in for, especially with Longstaff out. If you can get him in. Don't overpay, because once Longstaff comes back, I think it's gonna basically turn back into poopy butthole. And if you own Stack and you're spoiled for mids, do you think maybe it's a good opportunity to sell high?
Yeah, maybe. It depends what you can get for him, really. But I imagine a lot of people will still have that eye on, when Longstaff's back, then, So, I like, personally, if I had him, I'd just be riding it out. I wouldn't. Because I don't think what you're going to get back is necessarily worth, especially over this, like, we've got so many games coming up over the festive period, over December. Just, like, I think what we threw to, like, game week 20 or something is the other side of the new year, and we've got like 5 or 6 games, just like boom, 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 boom. Like, he's gonna he's just gonna be rolling them out, taking all the sets, boom. Like, just go for it. Fair. But DCL. I think he's had a couple of pens though, hasn't he? So
and some very, very easy fucking goals thanks to us as well. But that's neither here nor there. All right, Sunday games. There were 2 of them. We'll start with the Brighton versus West Ham one. I mean, we talked about De Kuyper being a fantasy baddie. Basically, if you've not listened to a few pods ago, it's our version of fantasy fake, fantasy for real, fantasy bad or fantasy baddie. I think it's better, right. Not gonna lie. And we've also touched on Mateus being magical at the moment. But Aaron Wan-Bissaka has started to show some life now. And the disappointing part is he's off to AFCON. So what are we doing with him as an asset?
There's no way you're holding him. I think if anyone hasn't looked at it, go and check out Draft Lad's article that he dropped, like, it was this week, I think, on like a complete guide to Fantrax AFCON implications sort of thing. I think I'd be dropping him. I'd be dropping Diouf and all those sort of characters. It obviously depends on your league and the size and stuff like that. But I don't think anyone's going to rush and pick them up. So I wouldn't worry too much. But I also think who's Wan-Bissaka play for again?
That is a great question.
Congo. So maybe not so much of a. I haven't actually looked at the odds for them to go through. Oh yeah, top 4 odds is 12%. Okay, so top 16 odds 80%. So yeah, I mean you can still miss a few. I just wouldn't bother, honestly.
Fair enough. Next game, Fulham versus Crystal Palace. What do you think is gonna happen to Fulham overall? Like all their assets once they lose their AFCON contingent, and I want to focus more so on Iwobi and Chukwueze.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think it's less thinking about those guys and more thinking about the implications over the next few weeks, like who comes in, right? So I think you're looking at Kevin coming in,
Smith Rowe.
Yeah, Smith Rowe, and obviously Wilson playing more. I mean, you might get the Rogue Adama start, and obviously it's so tempting to stream him every time that ever happens. But but now, like, actually, there's players missing, so he's got more chance to play more minutes probably. But yeah, I imagine Kevin's the one that's going to benefit the most there because Chukwueze certainly looked like he was basically just edging in ahead of him, and Wilson keeps popping up with goals, so I think he's just going to play until that doesn't happen anymore. So.
Yeah. Do you think we might finally see Anthony Robinson come out of his cave?
Oh, I don't know. It's quite funny because I don't have him anywhere, and I never had any intention of drafting him like quite early. And I know we drafted before all the information, but it's just one I sort of steered clear from a little bit. With my like, don't get defenders until later because there's so many of them. Sort of hat on. So I've just been quietly sitting there going. Doesn't affect me.
Not my problem, bitch.
Yeah, exactly. There's a guy in my home league who, he drafted him in round 1. Like, and he never played Fantrax before, bless him. But he's actually currently top of our league, and it's just like, right, okay,
fair play.
Yeah. I think he went Robinson and then Munoz as your first 2 sort of thing. It's just like,
wow.
Yeah.
I mean, speaking of Munoz, great segue, man. Now we've heard that he's having knee surgery, apparently a minor one at that. But I mean, are we? What are we doing? Because like right now, I'm like, okay, do I just throw trade offers now and like? I don't know, hope that the manager's like just really scared about the potential that he doesn't come back as soon as possible. Like,
yeah, I mean that's always an option, but I guess it's like team dependent. You might have a few players going to AFCON that you want to keep hold of, and we've got so many fixtures coming up. There's gonna be so much rotation. Like, do you want to put yourself in that position? But yeah. Yeah, you got to weigh it up for yourself. But yeah, certainly he's just like insane, isn't he? So like fully justifying getting him in the early second round. He's like, top 8 sort of type player, really, isn't he?
Yeah, I was slightly concerned, with the fixture congestion and them being part of Europe, more games to play. But the man is a fucking machine. It doesn't matter. He's playing every game possible. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, he is, but I guess, he is now injured, so maybe it's too much. We'll see. Like, how long did they say he's out? Like 4 weeks
a month?
Or something? So,
And I mean, at this time of the season, that's like...
games.
Yeah, exactly.
See where he drops to in my ranks.
Jeremy Pino. We've had managers in our circle lose their shit, lose their patience. But is that exactly what we need with an asset like Jeremy Pino? Patience.
Yeah, I think particularly with Sarr going to AFCON as well, he's gonna, and having been injured, like he's got to step up basically, hasn't he? And I think you've always got to give players time, especially coming from Spain, and he's like, he isn't like some physical monster, is he? So he's going to take a little bit of time to adapt. I'll be honest, I probably haven't watched enough of Palace to make those judgments like on eye test, but yeah, it certainly feels like he's getting to the point where he's like potentially going to be relevant. Yeah, and I know obviously you had a lot of hope for him. Have you still got him in those leagues?
100%.
Yeah, to be fair, I don't know why I asked that question. It's way too much fab spend. Right?
I mean, I dropped maybe like 30 to 40 fab on him in leagues and stuff like that. I grabbed him, like, even with, remember that trade that, the famous trade that we're going to talk about all season is basically the whole Salah Grealish one. I had to give up Pino. The manager eventually dropped Pino after a few stinkers, and I was like, all right, fair play, I'll just grab him as a free agent. And I've benefited from it, so, yeah.
Nice, man.
Listen, you know me, right? I'm a Brownhill fan. I'm willing to die on any fucking hill, basically.
Yeah. Love it, man. Well, I don't know. Like, I think there's certain like types of manager, isn't there? There's like your genies chop and change.
Yeah.
You know, like at the drop of a dime, and sort of like, okay, I can sell him now. Go. But actually, there is a lot to be said for having a bit of patience. Like, you have 5 players on your bench. That's a lot of players to be able to just have on your bench. So as long as you don't have any problems, you can ride these players out until they come back into form. And like, it's definitely a different like strategy than a lot will have in the community. So yeah, sometimes it can benefit. So
yeah, exactly. And that's what I did with Ollie Watkins, right? It's unfortunate that I missed his brace game. I mean, thankfully, actually, no, it did fuck me up in the end. But yeah, I mean, it's one of those situations where good assets are good assets. Like, I mean, they might just be out of form, and it's exactly like you said. We have a bench for a reason. Like, utilize the bench. We don't have to be chopping and changing this much. But yeah, anyways, we'll see how Pino kind of evolves during AFCON, throughout the season, that sort of stuff. Let's move on though to our final game, which was the Monday game, Wolves versus Manchester United. I'm so fucking glad I got rid of Jurgen Strand Larsen. If you are listening to this pod and you own Strand Larsen still, fucking drop him, please. Save yourself all the pain, all the trouble. Just walk away, sunk costs, all that sort of jazz. Just use it as a streaming spot. Trust me, you're gonna thank me later. But basically, the question that I had from this game was, we mentioned Bruno already on the pod. Right now, 1-1, who are you taking? Haaland or Bruno Fernandes?
I think I'm still taking Haaland. Just more for the sort of the dearth of forwards in the player pool in comparison to the mids, but and just the fact that you can load up on, you know, like sort of low price, like, but high quality defenders. So yeah, pretty much. But it just seems like it does feel quite like repeatable at the moment, doesn't it, in terms of what he's doing? So he's the main man there. He keeps getting chances. So I know obviously we've had it's just with Bruno. Yeah, he's going to be a little bit streaky, I think, because he's playing deeper like some games, and I think you certainly feel like, you know, when he's at home it does look a lot better than, you know, the away games. But I think that's probably the case for most.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay. That's it for the match recap segment. So now what we'll do is take our halftime pint, and we will be back after the break with some league updates and some questions. So we'll see you in a bit. And we are back. Okay. So there were a few, I mean, just to kind of timestamp this is Wednesday evening. There were a few Champions League games, and obviously I'm going to do like a full-on update in the waivers pod. But we saw Man City beat Real Madrid away. We saw Arsenal win 3-0 away as well. And Newcastle had a 2-2 draw. So it's good to see the English contingent, keeping us afloat with our coefficient and all that shit. But let's jump into the more important bits, which is the league updates. All right, Robbie, as you are our guest, I assume you're playing in both IGL and DPL, right?
That is correct, yes.
Okay, so why don't we both start with our IGL update, and I'll let you go first.
IGL, it didn't go so well. Like, I feel like I've been riding my luck a lot with this league. I don't know. I feel like I've had a few decent pickups, but just nothing's really going. Like Jaden Anthony's dropped off a fucking cliff, and should probably not be rusted anymore, but I've still got him because I've got no forwards basically. Yeah, it's like Voltemade, and I've got like Igor Jesus, however you want to say it, and Marmouche. So yeah.
Oh
so,
no!
Yeah, I'm still.
Why do you still have Marmouche? Surely he's a drop now, bro.
Yes, but if Haaland gets injured, he's suddenly a top 20 player. So it's like it's a difficult one. If you don't need, as we were saying before, if you don't need to drop, then I've tried to sort of offer him out to people who have lots of City players, but nothing's really sort of stuck. So yeah, I'm just holding for now. Is what it is.
Even during AFCON, you're gonna hold him.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Fucking hell, you like pain, bro.
Yeah, this is it. I mean, I think in smaller, like in the 12-man league, very, very, because I'm obviously in the in Div 1 in that, and it's really competitive. So you just, you have to keep those edges in some way. But yeah, I think if you're in like a 10-team league, and especially a home league, like, do you just get rid?
Yeah,
definitely have to question that. But it's the opportunity cost, isn't it? If he, like, say, if Haaland gets injured, you're flying. So, or like, his value just changes immediately. So, yeah. I've also got Iwobi in that league as well, so maybe I'll have to do something about it. Actually.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, I just sent Iwobi to Gavin for Salah. That didn't work.
Obviously not.
I mean, they're both off to AFCON anyway, right? So yeah, anyway.
Yeah.
Maybe I should do something else.
But yeah, it's unfortunate to see you get a loss, man. So what was your standouts, your regrets? What are your concerns then, other than your forward lineup, I guess?
Yeah, I mean, I think Minte not doing so well was not great that game, but yeah. So I've got Wirtz, and Wirtz is like one of the reasons it's not gone so well in that as well.
Yeah,
your first pick. And yeah, I mean, I had Guardiola, so 19 points from that was quite nice to get the goal.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's not really much else that's looking good, like Iwobi. I've got Dubravka there. He keeps sort of ticking along.
Yeah.
There's not a great deal to like, particularly. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's just one of those weeks where all your assets just kind of flopped a little bit. I
mean, I've got 82. It's like, it's not completely shit, but it's not good.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if anyone just remotely strung some stuff together, then, yeah. Fucking hell, he had Richarlison. And Mark Gay, yeah, right.
Yeah, you're kind of up against it, man. Like, his team basically had 4 goals. I mean, he even had a Dalot on his bench. I think it was just one of those game weeks where you were like, I don't want to say destined to lose, but yeah, you were pretty much up against it.
Yeah, I mean, I've had some jammy game weeks in that league where I've won where I shouldn't have done. So, I don't begrudge. If you get 82 points, you can't expect to win.
Yeah.
But you might luck into a win.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's the only way I'm looking at that.
I will say, though, I mean, it's debatable maybe, but I want to say maybe you've got like 6 assets that are droppable. Like, you've got streaming positions there?
Oh, yeah, I've got loads of streaming positions. I've got no fab because I was desperate for a forward and spent it on Voltemade, but yeah, which was like, well, looking like better than Xavi Simons, but maybe
so far,
yeah. So I don't know. We'll see in that league. It's a tough league. Like, that was the first draft I did as well, and like the drafts that I did subsequently, they got better and better and better, sort of thing. So
right,
but yeah, there's like those top leagues are just like absolutely ruthless. If you don't get it quite right, you can struggle a lot.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah. All right. Well, for me, I got a win, 128-123. I should insert the I Believe in Miracles theme song right now because genuinely, you sexy thing. Well, honestly, I wrote this game off because I was going into the final game, like, I want to say 35 points down, like just over 30 points down. Like, he had Casemiro, I had Bruno Fernandes, and I'm like, man, it's okay. Like, I'll just take the loss or whatever. And fuck me. Yeah, Bruno just single-handedly won me my game week, man. It was absolutely insane. And, like, the league is also so tight at the moment. Like, even though I'm in 5th place, I'm 3 points behind first. still second in points for and points against, but the gap between first and eighth is 3 points, and the gap between first and 10th is 6 points. So, too early to call.
Yeah, honestly, I'm like, when I look through the standings in DPL, sorry, that's
IGL.
Sorry,
Yeah.
It's that's what you want, isn't it? I love it.
100%.
When you get these tight leagues.
Yeah, exactly. In terms of standouts, Chalobah, both Brunos, Rice, Barry. Man, Tiano Barry, surely you want him as a forward for your IGL team.
I mean, yeah, he'd be doing better than all my others at the moment. He actually scored a goal. Woo.
Yeah. I mean, scored a goal and scored 10 points, right? But
That's it, mate.
I mean, you could try send Marmouche to the Tiano Barry owner. Who knows?
That isn't the worst shout. Man, your team is stacked there. Well, your forwards aren't, but you know.
I mean,
mids, man. Fuck me.
Oh, bro, my mids are fucking mint. Like,
that's insane. Yeah. Okay.
It honestly
Lots of
is.
points on your bench as well.
Yeah. My bench absolutely popped off as well. Harry Wilson there, Jeremy Pino, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Connor Bradley. I mean, the problem with this team was my forward one was Jorgen Strand-Larsen. And that's why I had such a horrible start to the season. And now that I've let go of him and I've had to kind of, along the way, pick up players like Hutchinson and Barry. And listen, it's not perfect, but 100% that midfield is carrying my team, man. In terms of regrets, I guess, like we mentioned already, is punting on the Newcastle clean sheet, like the Ramsdale versus Sanchez of it all. And Rusticanson's like, I'm forever hunting for a forward or whatever. But now that you're kind of, you've got my roster up in front of you, which of these mids would you try and offer out to try and get a decent forward? And what forward are you really aiming for at this point?
Yeah, it depends how you get rid of it, isn't it? Maybe Bruno G.
Yeah.
I don't know who's round him in ranks. It's a difficult having Keed. Well, I don't think you'd want to go for Watkins, would you?
I might. Honestly, I love me some Ollie, bro.
Well, I mean, we'll talk about it when we get onto my DPL team. But I recently traded him in for, was it Tav and Teal? But maybe that might come good. It didn't come good in the first game week, but Teal got like 35 points. But
that's a good shout. I might send that out actually. Bruno G for Watkins.
Yeah, I mean it'd probably be accepted depending on how many forwards they have. So
yeah. That's a great shout.
Again, I'm not sure I'd do it based on the risk, but you know, but I mean, like we were saying, Watkins does look. He looks that little bit sharper now, doesn't he? When you actually watch him. So maybe. I don't want to like suggest you do this and then it all goes tits up. But
I mean, the worst thing I think the first thing I should do really is just send a message to the Watkins owner and be like, hey, I'm interested XYZ. Can we do a deal sort of thing, right? I think that's the best way to kind of get trades done is not just spam offers, like try and have a conversation. There's another human being on the end of the message or whatever. So anyways, now that we kind of mentioned DPL as well, I think let's talk about our DPL. Tell me, Robbie, how did you get on this game week?
I managed to lose by half a point, which was
lovely. No.
Yeah,
that is annoying.
Yeah, I was just watching Ahmad's score just go up and up and up through the game.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and I was like chasing and he had Mesraoui and I think I was down like by 2 points like when I went to bed and then it was like it went up to just half a point loss. But I mean, it was 89 to 89 sort of thing. So it wasn't like an amazing score or anything. But once you get to there, you're sort of like, because like last week I scored really well, didn't win because I like had a I was facing 144 and I got 128 and you're like, so like I keep getting points, like good points in the wrong weeks, if you will. I keep like swapping in between it. It's like, it's been a really, really frustrating year in DPL. It's like, I mean, Lifestyle League's going great, but
I've heard.
But this is just like, I think if I look at the table, I'm bottom again. So 4 wins, 11 losses.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I mean, my fantasy points are like 1,500, so it's not like I'm like right in the middle of the table. It's not like anything.
Yeah.
I'm scored more than the guy who's got 10 wins and 5 losses, who's in second. Third,
Fucking hell.
Yeah, so like it's just one of those really. Like I had a bad draft, but it has been like I've slowly been coming good. Like I've had some good pickups in that. Like I've got Roos and I drafted Minte and Sade's sort of picking up and Verts is like obviously that one that's fucking hell, did I bench him? What an idiot. I think I'd like played all my mids and I was like, do I play Verts or Ahmad? Okay, I'm obviously playing Ahmad. Oh no, sorry, that was last week, sorry. Don't worry. Don't mind me.
Oh.
So I was just looking at last week's score. But yeah, and I've got had Vifa in there who's been doing good things, and like there's definitely a team there. It's just I'm also waiting for Tonali to actually start playing and like getting those sets like he was when Trippier was out. And Kevin's, hopefully he'll get more playtime soon because we can see what he do when he does play. So in terms of the Ghost. So there's definitely, I feel like there's a team there. I feel like
100%. The team on paper looks very, very fucking solid. I mean, even your bench has nice depth to it as well. I think again, it's just been an unlucky week because we go back to that Milenkovic own goal as well, right?
That was literally it. Like
it's like fucking hell.
Winning.
Yeah. Unfortunate, man.
How about you, Mel?
So my DPL, I won 110 to 88. Currently in third place, 8 points behind first, still second on points for. I actually looked at the standings. First place has the lowest points against, which is really fucking annoying.
Oh yeah, it's horrible when that happens.
Yeah. So I don't know if maybe this is just a season, but there's a long way to go. In terms of standouts, I had the double Chelsea defense, came really good. Tavernier, Stark as well, absolutely smashing it for me. No real regrets because I won the game week by a significant amount. In terms of concerns, I'm not sure, but also I don't know why I still have Solanke. It's like I don't really have an issue, so that's why I'm like happy to kind of hold on to him. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, when you got Haaland, it's you can just chill, can't you?
Right, Haaland and Watkins, right? I have no issues at all in that squad. Like, this is probably I want to say in the past few seasons of playing Fantrax, it feels like the most balanced roster that I've had in a while.
Yeah, I mean, it looks really nice. Like, the midfield's good, especially with Stack in there now and Bino's. Yeah. There's no real. Yeah, you got Mukiele as well. Yeah. It's good, mate. I can't fault it really. Like maybe it's that defensive depth, but you've got so many mids.
Yep.
And you've got Haaland and Watkins. That probably doesn't really matter. But that might affect you in terms of your like consistency of scoring a little bit. But so you might be prone to some variance. But aside from that, you're good.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how the season goes, man. Let's hope we can. At least one of us brings home another community title. I'm still waiting for you to get that green jacket, by the way.
Yeah. Tell. Well, it's not happening now, but maybe I'll just order my own ones. Like
I think so. Honestly, yeah exactly.
Yeah, get that stamp.
Yeah, exactly. All right, let's move on to our final segment now, which is the questions. All right. So I'm just gonna take all the questions and let you answer them, probably.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So first question is from Andrew. His question is, what existing company would you most want to sponsor the Banter Boys podcast, and why is it Nando's?
Yeah, Andrew messaged me about this and the message he'd sent to Nando's to
yeah, he showed me that as well.
It's just like, oh, those poor sods at the Nando. I mean, that was just like quick ignore, bye. Yeah, I mean, I'm all for that, especially if we get free Nando's. Like, I can.
Oh, could you imagine?
Yeah, man. Isn't it like some celebrities like I don't know, was it like Stormzy or something, like had a black card or something? You can literally just
really.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that exists.
Okay.
So maybe you could get that.
Listen, I take free Macho P's with any order. Like I think that's a good deal.
I'm pleased that you like got on board with the Macho P's. They are legit.
They are so fucking legit, bro. Yeah. All right. Next question is from Ross N. Other than own goals being a positive point getter, what's the oddest scoring deviation from standard default Fantrax scoring you've seen, and why should I implement it next year?
Oh, yeah. Interestingly worded question. I don't know. I mean, I think you obviously see a lot of people having the foul suffered, and I'm really not a fan of that. I think I prefer when, if you're gonna look at like having scoring actions, it's like I want it to be like an action. I want it to be something that player has done, not something that is necessary. I know he's drawn the foul, but like, I don't know. It feels a bit. You like when you watch the game, you're like, oh, my player's done this. Like, I don't know. It feels like a bit random, and obviously there's a few players it breaks the game for if you put the points too high, like a Villa Grealish back in the day, for example. But I mean, when we did the leagues, when we were looking at like different scoring and things like that, I think I quite like the long balls accurate stat. Which is quite nice, because you'd have like some of your like centre backs or like deep line playmakers who would like spray these sort of long balls, and and like it didn't have to be too many points, but it was quite a nice one, because you could really easily follow it. It was like, he's just sprayed that pass over there, and like like Trent would have been great at that, I think. And a few others, but I can't remember who else was. Joachim Andersen was really good at that. There's a few others. So it's sort of like brought up. I mean, I think now we've seen defenders, rise up quite a lot this year. A lot of that is just down to the sort of a bit of a shift in the way that the Premier League's playing. Anyway, we're having less goals, and they're getting more stuck in terms of like the aerials and the tackles and stuff. But so I think if you did want to bump up defenders and CDMs a little bit, then that one might be a nice one. But I'm not sure it's necessarily needed right now. So. Yeah.
I mean, you could add stuff like big chances created as well. That's not a bad one.
Yeah, so I remember looking into that, like grading key passes, but with big chances created. So you'd like take key passes down to 1 rather than 2, and then have big chances created as like, I think it was 3 or something, was like the sort of the 3 for a big chance created. So like, you think if you create a high quality XG chance, then you're getting 4 points instead of just 2. But if it's a really shit pass, it's only 1. Like you passed it to the guy who then just like dribbled like loads and then just like scored an absolute banger, like that sort of jobby. You're not getting anything for that sort of thing. You're getting your 1 point, and that's it.
Yeah. Also, I mean, you could absolutely nerf the goalkeeper when he gets an assist or a goal. I think is it super that we have like 50 and 100 points or some crap?
You can do, that is a very good shout. Yeah, you get 100 points for a goalkeeper assist.
Have you ever faced a goalkeeper goal in Fantrax?
No, I don't think I've faced one, but yeah, like it does feel a bit ridiculous for them to only get like the same as a defender for a goal, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, you sort of feel like there should be a little bit of a bump, but
exactly. Fair. Yeah. All right. Next question is from Ghost FC. What is happening with Damsgaard? Seems that when Jensen starts, Dango and Jensen are on sets.
Yeah, I'll admit I've watched barely any football in terms outside of Liverpool this year, so I might have to defer to you on that one in terms of that eye test and what's happening. But if that is the case, then his points don't look great, do they?
No, they've been so shit, bro. Yeah, I mean, I would take your deferral and defer it to our Inside Tracks rep Batavian, and also to Ollie, Lemon of
Yeah.
Troy. I know, like, he's taking a break from our Discord and stuff like that, which is healthy, guys. You know, every now and then it's healthy to take a break from the devices and all that. But yeah, you know what? I'm definitely gonna pick
and
Ollie's
chase him
brain
on
and yeah, exactly. I gotta DM Ollie, get his take on it, and I think what I'll do is share that answer in the Discord, which is, you know, just it's incentivizing people. Is that the right word? To come join the Discord, guys. It's a fun place.
Sure.
But yeah, honestly, the drop off in scoring is very, very concerning. I know Toddy, start of season, was a big fan of him. Almost rated him as like a mid one. It'll be very interesting to get Toddy's opinion on that. But yeah, it's definitely one to monitor, one to watch, and yeah, I'll get some feedback for you guys in the Discord. All right, next question is from Sweetness McBossman. Please rank each of these players from 1 to 10 on how droppable they are during AFCON. So 1 being, why haven't you dropped them already? And 10 being, hold forever. So I'll go through the list and we can rate them one by one. So first up is Salah.
Yeah, you've just got to keep him until we get more information. So just hold.
Yeah. Mbuemo.
Yeah, hold. 10.
Yeah. Ahmad.
I've got him in a few leagues. I'm steadfastly holding, despite having a few offers. I'm just like, he's been so good. Like, like he obviously, the start of the season wasn't so good, but he's really coming into it now. Like, and I feel like he's been, how would you say?
He's being groomed into that right wing back position a lot more, man.
Yeah, but I think there's, it still doesn't stop him attacking. Like this is the thing, and I feel like he's he's been avoiding some goals and assists that he could have had recently. So his scores could have been much even better.
Yeah.
So
Next name, very interesting, Robbie Marmouche. What are we doing, bro?
Very league dependent, but I'd maybe put him as maybe in the middle, somewhere like 5, just for the reasons I stated before, really.
Yeah. I mean, I agreed with everything you said up to now. I'm gonna say maybe a 2 or a 3 on Marmouche.
Ooh. So you're more on the side of just get rid of trade out if you can. Yeah.
Njai.
Yeah, I think you got to hold as well. He's been so good. Yeah.
I will caveat that with the fact that Senegal, I'm expecting they are one of those teams I think will just get at least to the semifinals, right? So you're going to need to be patient. Yeah. So next name is Ismail Sarr from Crystal Palace.
I've got him in one league, and his points have not been that good. It's like, it's not much above replacement level, really.
Yeah. Very return dependent, man.
Yeah, I think that's it, isn't it? But I mean, he was sort of earlier in the season, he was just getting those returns, wasn't he? It was like bish, bosh. So again, maybe he's like a 5 or 6 on that sort of level. Maybe team dependent. Yeah, that's a difficult. What do you think on him?
Yeah, I think I'm similar. Like, I think he's too good of a player and an asset to drop wholeheartedly. But I do think you can find at least one other manager in your league that believes in him as an asset and his potential. Because I remember he was dropped in Bash, wasn't he? And I was like, yeah, which is crazy because so why would you do that? And we have an IR spot, like.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna go for him, but I was just like, I can't be arsed. My team's set up already,
Yeah.
We haven't talked about my Bash, the Bash League, have we?
No, we've not. In Bash League, I've actually been saving up my fab, thinking, there's gonna be a hot name in January. Like, Ivan Toney was in the back of my mind. Now, after that fucking video came out about Ivan Toney headbutting somebody in a fucking club, I'm like, well, fuck me. What am I gonna? Why am I holding this money, bro?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, kind of crazy.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I'm happy he's sitting pretty at the top of the league, so that's all good.
I know you wanted to get that in.
I know. Honestly, after that draft, I was like, that's probably, I'm not enjoying this, but they've all come to good. So going defense heavy, that's the way.
And that's the thing is like you had last pick in that draft, and it obviously is a 24 manager, which is I think almost like the perfect spot to kind of be in a sense. Like looking at your team as well, in my head I'm like, fuck man, should I have taken Tarkovsky as my first pick? Like,
well, yeah. I mean, the only annoying thing for me with that is like I was literally like, I can't remember, I was driving back from Cardiff. I was like stopped at a motorway station. Oh shit, it's my pick. Okay, Tarks definitely. And then I was like, oh, do I just punt on Verts then? Yeah, go for it. And then I was like, fuck, Rice was available. Great. What an idiot. But that was a rushed thing. But anyway, if I'd taken Rice there, I'd have been like super happy with that, especially with like, the way Visa's playing at the moment as well.
Yeah. I think even Rice would have been a great first pick in any position in that draft, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah. It's fucking legit.
Yeah. All right, so to continue with Sweetness's list, his next player is Iwobi. What are we doing?
Again, I got him at IGL. I think I'm just gonna hold him because there's nothing else available really. So I'd maybe put him sort of similar to Sarish really, but probably slightly higher just because he does. Like I know he's not been amazing this season, but he does have those spells where he is playing well. So and scoring well. So.
Yeah, and I mean, you consider his position within that squad as well. I mean, I don't think they've really got anyone to kind of replace what he's able to do for Fulham. So, yeah, I agree. More, closer towards a whole for sure. Aaron Wan-Bissaka. So I know you already mentioned that, hey, you're happy to drop him. I'd be tempted to try and hold him. If I've got a deep enough roster, I don't know. But the thing is, again, we go back to the point of defend. It's the year of the defender. It's so easy to replace them.
Yeah, completely agreed. I think the last couple of weeks of his scores have really, like, if that hadn't happened, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. It'd be a 1. It'd be a drop. Go
100%.
Yeah. So. Yeah, I mean, maybe give him a 3 then. I don't know.
Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah. I think I'm leaning towards the drop now. That you kind of mentioned that point about the form. It's definitely clouding my judgment a little bit for sure. Okay, next name on the list, Dango Ouattara.
Yeah, I think you're holding him as well. He's
agreed.
Like feels like he's really coming into being, that first team starter at Brentford, and they're doing well. So yeah.
Yep, agreed. Next, Chukwueze.
Oh, I think a few people might hold him.
I think they will. Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't think they probably should. Oh, I don't know. It's a difficult one. It's like I think maybe give him a 6 or so because he's looked absolutely electric, hasn't he?
Yeah, bro. Yeah. Scoring that brace against Man City.
Yeah. Again, it's just literally that balance of like how many of these guys have you got on your roster? Like,
yeah.
Hopefully not more than 2. Hopefully less than that. Yeah.
Yeah. And then final name, Ait Nouri. I think this is an easy one for me.
Yeah, it's a drop,
Yeah, agreed.
At Sierra, discover joyous deals on great gifts for everyone on your list. Like cozy slippers, ski gear, fishing poles, bikes, large kayaks, even larger canoes. Whew. Which might lead to another discovery. Wrapping gifts is the only sport you need to stay fit this season. 'Tis the season to discover great gifts at unexpectedly low prices. Sierra, let's get moving.
This episode is brought to you by State Farm. Listening to this podcast? Smart move. Being financially savvy? Smart move. Another smart move? Having State Farm help you create a competitive price when you choose to bundle home and auto. Bundling, just another way to save with the personal price plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
This episode is brought to you by Jack Daniels. Jack Daniels and music are made for each other. They share a rhythm in the craft of making something timeless, while being a part of legendary nights. From backyard jams to sold-out arenas, there's a song in every toast. Please drink responsibly. Responsibility.org. Jack Daniels and Old No. 7 are registered trademarks. Tennessee whiskey, 40% alcohol by volume. Jack Daniel Distillery, Lynchburg, Tennessee.
Okay, cool. So our next question is from Pink Pie. Hey, what an amazing picture you created of you doing the Kevin Keegan I'd love it thing. Shame it was defeating me that inspired it. Moving on. What are some of your other favorite manager moments?
I did not create this, by the way. It was my mate who just randomly sent it over to me. Presumably with some sort of AI. It was quite funny. I think he like superimposed my face on a lot of things. I have to go back to the chat to see like So this is Rich's brother actually.
Okay.
So he like invited me to his mates like FPL mini league, but they do it head to head, which is really weird. Which is like it's not draft, but it's done head to head. Yeah, anyway,
that's weird.
Yeah, it was like they needed an extra person to make it even or something. Yeah,
right.
But yeah, so like they were just like making all these like pictures of me in the chat, and they're like chat. I was like, all right, right, okay. Any other manager moments? I don't know. Would you have Mourinho running down the touchline, sort of fist
classic.
pumping?
Yeah.
I don't know. Just every time Alex Ferguson fucking touches his watch.
Yeah.
God. I don't know.
I miss Arsene Wenger struggling with his winter coat.
Oh yeah. Oh, how about the Wally with the brolly? If you remember Steve McLaren.
The Wally with the brolly. I'm gonna have to look that one up. For some reason, I'm blanking on that a little bit.
Yeah, so when he was in charge of England when we didn't qualify for the 2006 Euros?
Right.
Yeah, so the last qualifying game is literally just like it was raining. He sat there, stood there with a brolly. He's got absolutely pelted in the press like we didn't qualify, and I think did we lose to Croatia? I think it was. So he was dubbed the Wally with the brolly.
Dead.
Yeah. So you should have a look at that.
I mean, Roy Hodgson had some good England memes and gifs that we got from that era. Mick McCarthy as well when he had his.
Oh yeah, he's definitely memeified. How you pronounce?
Yeah. There's a lot to pick from, man. Definitely a lot. Yeah.
Probably like the more you think, the more they come to, man.
Yeah, exactly.
But I think we did enough there.
Yeah. Next question from Sweetness McBossman again. Right now, who are your top 3 good players? The wrong situation. That if they move to a new team would be great in Fantrax next year. For example, Jack Grealish.
Fuck me. Okay, right, I'll have to have a look. Sorry, I've not prepared anything for these. So.
No, it's fine.
Oh yeah. That's an interesting one, isn't it?
So basically, players that are out of favorite. You know what? I'll kick things off. Marmouche.
Yeah. Oh, well, I mean, what about even Savio? Like if he'd gone to Spurs.
Exactly. Yeah. Another great shout.
Very true. Yeah. So which are the ones that are waiting in the wing, sort of thing?
Do you think Fulkrug could have been something somewhere else?
Oh, it's just the injuries. Like it's just West Ham and strikers, man. They fucking don't know what they're doing.
Yeah. Rodrigo Muniz.
Yeah, potentially. I still think he could do it at Fulham, but it's just obviously the injuries.
Brian Gruder.
Yeah. I don't know.
Not sure who else, man. There's
no one.
What about Beto from Everton?
At Leeds or something instead of Calvert-Lewin.
Man's found his level, you know.
Yeah, this is it. Salah, you know.
Hey, yeah, you never know.
I mean,
you never know.
Well, obviously, yeah, you can tell they're sort of easing him in, but like Esteval, like if he was just playing at a smaller club and just was playing every week, he'd absolutely monster it, wouldn't he? Like if he I'll just send him on loan for a week, then maybe something like that. Yeah. Is there any team playing 5 at the back?
Leeds started playing 5 at the back. Brentford does the odd 5 at the back. Sunderland.
Yeah, just thinking of Frimpong, really.
Yeah. Wing backs, that are out of favour.
Yeah. If he actually ever gets fit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think like before we signed Kirkes, I was thinking like as a sort of like a quick sort of short stop, like Anthony Robinson would have been good at Liverpool. But
Yeah. That's another great shout.
Anyway,
okay, cool. Next question is from Andrew. In case it hasn't already been beaten like a dead horse, Robbie's thoughts on Mo Salah, please.
Yeah, I mean, oh dear, he's a funny lad, isn't he? Because he doesn't do any interviews, and then like he chooses when he wants to do them, doesn't he?
Yeah.
When he has some sort of agenda, like the contract situation, last year, and yeah, I don't know. I think it was like is a dick move doing it at that time.
Yeah.
But I also do understand his frustrations. So there's like there is two sides to it. But I think you don't, especially like with how, how badly the team had been doing and things like that. So it's sort of like trying to drag it into, but it might have the opposite effect. It might galvanize them a little bit, yeah. But you could tell with the interviews that Van Dijk had against Inter and stuff, he's sort of, they don't want to be talking about that sort of shit, do they? It's I don't think it's fair on them to sort of put those guys in that position. So yeah, I don't know. I feel sorry for him in a lot of ways, just because, like I said, we've changed half the team, and the players actually that we brought in doesn't seem to be suiting the way we used to play.
Yeah.
So he's not getting the ball in like dangerous positions the same way as he was, but at the same time he's not made the most of the stuff that he has had, and we are carrying him a little bit, because if he's not scoring those goals, then actually the threat from him, if that's not anything, then why are we leaving him up there? Why aren't we having someone who can contribute in defence? So, and then also he's just going to AFCON soon, so he's not even gonna be around. So we need to play without him anyway. So was Slot just looking ahead to that, or was it just partly it's not really working, so let's try something different? Or we tried something different and it worked against West Ham, and then just kept going with it. I think it was a bit harsh to take him out completely for the next two games, but yeah, I think that could maybe have been managed a bit better. But anyway, it is what it is. Like, he signed a 2-year contract. I don't think they ever intended him to be going for longer than that.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's going to happen really, but I think Liverpool are going to back Slot, and that's it. So
would you be miffed if they sold him in January to Saudi?
Would I be miffed? I'm not sure. Like, it depends on what happens. Like, if he just refuses to play again, then no. Yeah. Or if they completely fall out with the manager and the hierarchy in the club, then it is what it is, isn't it? So,
yeah. And club is bigger than any player, right? So
yeah, sadly so, because he's basically carried us for a long time. Absolute legend. But,
yep.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah. One of the all-time greats in the Premier League. Man.
Yeah, exactly. So
yeah.
So yeah, it would be a shame if it went ended like that.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Final question is from Tash. Hi guys, long-time listener, first-time questioner this season anyways. Love the pod and the Discord. Join the Discord, guys. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being amazing, 10th being Liverpool, how much have you enjoyed your co-manager gig in Super 11 compared to the relegation dogfights you find yourself in your solo leagues? Sorry, not sorry. Proper dig there, my Tash.
Nah, it's all good. We play around with it a lot. As you can imagine, in a co-manager team with a United fan and a Liverpool fan together, you got to be able to throw things back and forth and have a bit of a laugh. It's been really fun actually. Like, I don't think I've done well, actually I did one co-managing thing before, but there's 4 of us in it. But I know it just didn't work. I think, was it me, Jarflad, Gavin and Totti or something ridiculous like that.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, we took over a team halfway through the season. Oh, this will be fun because someone dropped out. But,
interesting.
Yeah, that was interesting. It was one of Genie's experiment leagues. It was a bit fun.
Right. Yeah.
But it was quite interesting though, because in this one, I think we lost the first 3 games of the season.
Right.
And so we lost Bowen, we lost Gibbs White, so there's our first 2 picks in the swapsies, and then also lost Chalobah, who was basically just like the best like he was top in terms of points for those first few weeks, wasn't he? But then I think what are we on now? God, it's like we're definitely back up there. Where are we? Yeah, so we're on 10-5 record now. So we've only like over the last 12 game weeks we're at 10-2. So we've like just really sort of picked it up, and I think it's like that league is like quite a balance in terms of like you see people like spending tons of fab on players, and you're like, what are you like? You really quickly learn it's just like if they don't start, you're probably dropping them. So it's like I'm not going to be spending any more than 50 fab on anyone, and then most of the time just like 10 if that, you know. So it's sort of a bit of a balance to be had, and you just like. But then it's also like the more you win, the more you get the better swapsies, or you don't get your players taken, which is part of it, and it sort of spirals, right? So that's been helpful. And we just honestly, it's really chilled. We just like go, I'll put some waivers in, just have a look. Because we're not in any other leagues together, sort of thing. So you're not like, So anyway, it's been fun.
So it's a 1 then.
On a scale of 1 being amazing, amazing. Yeah, why not?
Honestly, like shout out to the commissioners, both Nauru and DraftPy, for putting together such a wacky, crazy league. And the way they've run it, honestly, it's been a breath of fresh air compared to our regular comm leagues and stuff like that. Because it's like you said, with this league, you can actually forget waivers and still smash your game week, right? Because of the no bench rule and the starting players getting nerfed, etc. So honestly, it's been a fantastic season so far. And it's gonna be interesting how things end, I guess, because we have a playoffs in this as well, right? So
isn't it like because the 2 divisions are then like the top ones in those then go into some of
anyway. And we're both in different ones, right? You're in Boogle Bunch, I'm in the Gas Gang.
And like I guess we play the main sort of Fantrax sort of game with 12 team typically like so much that it's actually just nice to do something a bit different, a bit wacky.
Exactly. You get to own players you typically wouldn't get a chance to own all season, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like, and like Thiago didn't start the other day. Oh, he's on the waiver wire. Okay, right. Although Ollie's got his Brentford team, hasn't he? So I do rate that though. Like full on Brentford 11. Like he's done a good job with that. But I think he dropped. Who did he drop? It was Thiago and Damsgaard, I think, and then spent a lot of fab getting him back.
Of course.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Okay. Well, those are the questions, and that is the pod. Robbie, it was an absolute pleasure having you back on the pod, mate. Before we sign off, do you have any final words, any pieces of advice you want to share with our listeners?
I mean, what have we got coming up? The festive period. Just don't be afraid to drop players. Just go for the wins.
Yeah, exactly.
Enjoy.
The fixtures are gonna come thick and fast, just like the gravy on Christmas dinner.
There you go.
Are you looking forward to Christmas? What's your plans?
Yeah, man, we're hosting again. So my sister's gonna have a baby in 5 days or something.
Oh no way!
Yeah,
Uncle Robbie.
Yeah, finally gonna be an uncle, and the kids will have will actually be cousins properly now. So that'll be nice. But we didn't really have any plans, or they were like, okay, we're not going to plan anything, sort of thing. So we're like, we'll just have mine and Haley's family over, and I think the kids like doing it at home because they open all their presents and then they just want to play with them, right? So they don't want to go over to someone else's house and things like that. So it's all good. So a bit more work, but it's all good.
Yeah,
good fun. How about yourself?
Parents are coming down. They reach the 24th of December. So basically, Emrys is going to have both sets of grandparents. He's going to get spoiled with a bunch of gifts. My sister's hosting as always. So if you're in the Discord, you're going to get all the food pictures and all the alcoholic drinks. It's going to be... I think that is also one of my favorite times in the Discord is Christmas because we're gonna see a bunch of pictures be flying through there.
Yeah.
But
mine will be just like a fucking huge tray of pigs and blankets. And
exactly. So as Ross always says, guys, have fun. It's just a fucking game. Don't take it too seriously. If you have any doubts, any questions, feel free to DM me. I'm sure Robbie's DMs are also always available. But the best place to come chat to us is in the Discord. And if you can't find us, you're gonna find other avid fans, listeners, degenerates almost of the game. But yeah, I think that's it. And I will catch all of you guys on the next pod. So Robbie. Peace.
This podcast is part of the Sports Social Podcast Network.